Hello everyone, welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You know you're the part of the way. Grateful gang, gang, gang. Grateful gang, 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 gang. Grateful gang, gang, gang. Grateful gang, 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 gang. If you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you over here. It's free 99. It costs you nothing. Okay, to hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share the video with someone you think it might help, as well as chatting with me down in the bottom. How are you liking these Goodnotes series? Some of them are a little long and some are a little shorter. I think today we're going to be pretty quick because the next tool we're going to be talking about, y'all, is our Lasso tool. And there it is. There's our Lasso tool. That's what it looks like. If you double tap it, you'll get these options. So let's talk about the Lasso tool option. This is handwriting. So you can choose whether you want to only lasso handwriting, images, text boxes, equations, tape, comments, sticky notes, or disconnect your Apple Pencil. I don't know why you want to do that. But if you want to do handwriting, if you don't want to select any, if you don't want to be able to lasso any handwriting, you turn it off. If you're moving things and you don't want to lasso images, you could turn it off. Same thing with all of these. Their options can go on and off. And so, for example, since I have an image on the page, I'm going to undo images. So if I'm lassoing right now, everything, and I go to move it, as you can see, it didn't grab the image. It only grabbed the wording, the text, which although the image was selected. Now if I turn it back on to grab images and I select pretty much the same area, you'll see that now the image moves with me because it's on to select images. Okay, and it's that simple with each one. Your lasso tool options, basically, when you click on it, you'll see that you get these options over here. This is a freeform pull or a square lasso. Well, a freeform lasso or a square lasso. I'm going to just do a freeform. That means you just saw me do that. You could just around any kind of way and so sometimes you'll get more than one with freeform. That's kind of good when you want to do that, but if you just want a little bit, you sometimes just have to do a tiny bit and it'll still move the whole word, which is why I kind of like freeform. You can go around things that you don't want to pick up. I do like the square a lot when you're trying to do a whole page because you'll get a lot in there and then the whole thing will be able to move around to wherever you want it to go, right? And then it could be very specific as well. So there we go. That's those two options. So you can either freeform or square. Let's talk about when you just lasso an item. So let's say we're on freeform and we just lasso this because we just want to deal with this. When you click on it, you're going to get these options, right? And this is to change the color. So you can change the color from here. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't want to go through all the text options, you can change your color from there. We're going to go ahead and leave it as red. Lasso it again. And you can resize, which is so cool, y'all, because sometimes you just want to work on one thing and you don't want to have to go to the tools and highlight all the stuff and you know that we learned in text. You could just move it. It gets smaller, it gets larger. We love this for us. I love this. A lot of times when I just want to resize something, I will just use my lasso and resize it and move it around. Okay. And then another option on this little bar is to be able to cut it, just take it away, copy it, make a duplicate, or just delete it. Okay, I'm not going to do those because y'all know what those mean. Go to our lasso and we're going to select that. And we're going to see another option under lasso is to cut. We're not going to cut it because we're working with it now. Copy and to duplicate and to delete. This first option is just like a Ask Goodnotes function. Something will come out for you to ask Goodnotes something about the selection. Have more under these things. You can go to bring to the front, like that arrange, bring it to the front, bring it to the back. Same thing, ask Goodnotes, resize color. This almost just tells you what's going on here, okay? Now let's go back to our lasso tool and let's talk about blank screenshots. So if you're on a page, you can just lasso something blank, and if you hold this down a little bit, it'll ask you if you want to take a picture. When you take a picture, it creates a screenshot of a blank page. You're like, girl, why would you need that? Sometimes when you're like in and it always makes it in a square, even though that stupid shape I just made, it will always make it in a square. And then what you want to do is go ahead and save this to your images. And when you go over to your image button, you'll see it right there. It's white, and you can click it and it'll create that you just did, and then you can resize any way that you want, make it smaller. So let's say I didn't want to show my lasso tools option anymore. I would just keep resizing it, turning it around, all that jazz, and then I could cover it. It's almost like I created my own whiteout, right? For that item. And that comes in really clutch when I'm going to undo that. That comes in clutch when you're like working on a planner. Let's say I'm in November and I wanted to make my own November sign, and I would go up to here and then I would like make it whatever size I wanted. Let's say I didn't want any of this and I just wanted to make my own November or the days of the week. I could make it smaller or bigger and cover the areas that I wanted to cover. I hope this is making sense. Because you can go up, down, side to side, you know, cover it. And then when you click off, it's like you can't see it. But if you click back on into images, you can see it. I just made a copy rather than working with what I had. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. Then now that that's white, you can put over your own pictures or whatever you want to do to make it pretty. Or you can just delete it and your stuff will be back. So I do like that for that instance. And so that is going to be blank screenshots. Thanks so much for rocking with me. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, it's faith over fear this year, but not just this year, but what? Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Ayy. Bye. Just love you, mean it. Bye.